Okay, I just blow dried my hair, got out of the shower, and I am gonna get ready. I am actually gonna be trying a bunch of new makeup, and I am getting ready for my birthday party, which is in two and a half hours. We're having people over, and I want to get ready, and I'm trying a bunch of new. This might be a mistake. I might regret this, because I don't know if I'm gonna have a birthday party, so I'm gonna try a bunch of new makeup that I don't know if it's good or not. I don't know if those are supposed to be in the same sentence. I might live to regret this. You know, it's one of those famous last words, but hopefully I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna be trying the new concealer from Charlotte Tilbury. I have the new foundation from Makeup Revolution. I also have these new blushes by Tarte. These seem to be so hyped, and I really wanna try it. I also have the new Rare Beauty bronzer and the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Pressed Powder. I also bought a new fragrance. I did buy the Prada Infusion, the Santal Chai, and I tried this one, and I have a better recommendation for you if you want to have a fragrance that smells like chai tea, because I think that one is okay, but there is one that's amazing, and I want to talk about that one as well. But I'm gonna do a little bit of, actually this is the Hydrating Gripping Primer by One Size, because my face was feeling a little bit dry after the shower, so I'm gonna do a little bit of primer. I'm gonna zoom in, but you're gonna be able to hear from today's sponsor, which I'm so excited to have back. I'm so excited to let you know that this video is sponsored by Halara. I am so excited to have Halara back on my channel as a sponsor. You know, I love this brand, and I was traveling last year at least once a month for the entire year, and I can tell you right now, I was wearing Halara on pretty much every one of those flights. Halara believes that your clothes should support your movement and your comfort, not restrict it, and that is exactly how I feel about Halara. They have such cute pieces that I am definitely walking out and about in. I'm traveling in them, I'm taking power walks in them, I'm going to the grocery store in them, but they are comfortable, they look good, they feel good, the fabrics are beautiful, really high quality fabrics that feel incredibly stretchy, soft, high quality, not transparent, and I'm so impressed with these. So Halara gave me 2 different codes that you can use at checkout. One of them is Angelica10, and this will only work on the US side. It will give you 10% off orders over $120 and it will give you 12% off orders over $150 and this works on all items. But you also have the code that is Angelica200, which will give you 20% off, but only on full price items. So this depends on like what kind of items you're shopping. I have a couple of repeat options here that I have here to show you, beginning with this body right here. I've shown you this body before, and I have it in a gray as well, and I loved it so much. So when I saw that they had it in black too, in my size, I snagged it immediately. This is a soft ribbed cotton material that feels incredibly soft and smooth. It is a great fit. I think I have all my pieces in an extra small. They do have extra small to, I'm pretty sure, 4XL. A lot of different sizes, a lot of different colors in each piece. And like I said, I have this one in a gray and I have it now in a black, and I love this bodysuit. It is so comfortable, so soft, so stretchy, and it looks incredible. Speaking of bodysuits, I also have this bodysuit from before, and I have it in, I'm pretty sure I have it in like an olive green, and now I also have it in a light blue. Same here, same beautiful fabric, but this has a long sleeve, so gorgeous together with jeans. I love this kind of a blue together with jeans. Absolutely incredible. I'm so excited to have another color because like I said, I've been wearing that green quite a lot. Even here on my channel, you've been seeing that green one in quite some videos. Can you tell that this is my favorite bodysuit? I got it in a black with long sleeves too. Like I said, I find these incredibly flattering and just soft and comfortable and just incredibly beautiful to have on and just comfortable to wear. And there's something about this fabric, it doesn't feel restricting in any way. I just absolutely love this bodysuit. Definitely check it out. It comes in even more colors. I also tried out a different top from them this time, and this is an off the shoulder white top. Same really soft ribbed quality, very soft and stretchy, but this one is an off the shoulder, and since this one is white, it also has a double fabric in here. It did come with some detachable padding as well. I got rid of that, but just know that that one comes in here, and because of the double padding over the chest area, it is not see-through. Very flattering. Really love this one on me. I also decided to get one of these like long cardigans. This is a long sleeve thin cardigan that goes almost all the way down to the floor. I think I am like 5'7" or something like that. So it is definitely a long cardigan, super flattering, super soft. I cannot explain to you how soft this is. This is the perfect like loungewear. Also perfect again, when I was working in an office, this would have been the perfect office sweater because it looks pretty. It's not too bulky. It still looks professional, but it's like just a beautiful layering piece. I decided to get a sweat set from Halara. I have not tried one of these before. This one is so soft and high quality, and I'm really loving the cut of this, and I'm really loving the cut of the pants as well because they're this really thick, nice sweat quality. They have pockets. The waistband is really high quality and thick. It of course has a waistband, and it's just so soft on the inside. I cannot wait. Next time I'm traveling, I think it's gonna be the sweat set. It is just so cute. But the thing that I am most normally traveling in when I travel are the Halara leggings. They are so perfect because they hold you in, they look and feel comfortable, they're not restricting in any way, and also you can sit with your knees up, you can bend your knees, but they don't stretch on the knee. So when you've been wearing them, they don't stretch and look weird. They just hold their shape beautifully. I've been washing mine so many times and they're so stunning, and I love this really beautiful chocolate brown color. But I also saw that they now had it in this beautiful, like again, black. It's a legging, but it's got a flared pant. I am so excited. Again, this is perfect because I don't always love that leggings are like tight all the way down. This gives me the option if I want to wear a different kind of shoes. It is absolutely perfect for me, and I love how these looked on. The fit was incredible. Same beautiful fabric as Halara always does. The leggings, by the way, has this really beautiful like tummy control that really holds you in and flattens everything out. It also has a pocket on the side, which is very convenient when you're using them for like the gym or power walking. So definitely check them out down below. I will link all of the things that I've been wearing, the size and the color, down in the description box, together with my discount codes in case you're interested in shopping something. Let me know which one was your favorite. I have to tell you, I think my favorite is the bodysuit in the blue. I think that is my favorite piece, but let me know your favorite down below, and let's jump into the rest of the video. I put my hair to the sides, but then I remember I got this one from Charlotte Tilbury when I made the order for the concealer because I bought it on her website. I mean, these are pretty cute, but I already have my hair back, so I won't be doing that right now. I have this Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Glow Tint. It's a sheer foundation, and at first, so I have this in medium neutral. Is this my shade? Medium neutral, light medium. I think this will be too dark, right? Let's do the light medium. Light medium neutral. I think this will be the one. Ah, they hate to see me coming.
You're coming home with me.
So I tried this one and swatched it, and I was like, oh, I wonder if this is going to be a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury stick, but I don't think it is. I think this is more just an overall dupe for the sheer foundation sticks that we saw last year, like the one from Colourpop, the one from ABH. I mean, technically the one from Charlotte Tilbury too. It is very glowy though. I might need to set this one down. Again, I'm wearing this at my birthday party. I might look insane. It's okay. I'm amongst friends. What's the worst that can happen? I look like I'm supposed to go into the oven for the second round, okay? That I don't look cute on a picture? Who cares? The way my skin is looking, I wish this was a cocktail. I'm gonna have Jello shots. Ricardo was like, you have a birthday party? We have to have Jello shots. I'm turning 42, not 22, but he would just not let this one go. If you didn't know, we're not American, so he's like, we have to have one party where we have Jello shots. So apparently, we have turned into college kids, and we are now offering Jello shots to our guests. None of them are younger than 30, so this will be great. We also have one of Ricardo's friends visiting from Asheville, and oh my god, this is glowy.
Oh my god, I don't know what to do.
This is me having like second thoughts. Not even second thoughts, I'm like questioning my will to live. Do you see this?
Why don't you just look at it? Yeah, it's sad. It's the only mark. I mean, just look at it. Yeah.
I look like I put oil on. What? Okay, so here's the thing. I know the ABH one, the balm from ABH, it is like oil-based, but it does not look glowy like this. This is rough. You can even see the finish here. Do you see how glowy that is? think mistakes might have been made. I will just have to powder. I'll just have to powder a lot. So I got the Charlotte Tilbury concealer in 5 medium. And I don't usually get concealers that are like super, super bright. I actually think that this might be a good shade. Oh, I love the applicator. Do you see it's like a triangle? It's like the diamond in a deck of cards. I might have applied too much, but this applicator is really applying a lot. I do feel like this might be a little... It's almost like a little peach in there, but it's like a warm peach. Can you tell I'm having like a lot of regrets? I should not have filmed this video. Here we are. I have committed and I am following through. And maybe a little, I mean, you could tell I got way too much concealer under my eyes, but keep that in mind if you get this concealer. The applicator is holding way more concealer than I was used to, and just way more came off than what they normally do. It's creamy, but I wonder if that's going to be a bad thing, because sometimes these really creamy concealers have a tendency of creasing. And also, like, if it does crease this time, I will say it could be me because I used too much. So I definitely, if it does end up creasing, I will of course have to use it. I mean, I will use it a couple more times, but I will of course have to think about using less product next time. I mean, I couldn't possibly put more product on. It was like we were transported back to 2016 where I was just putting on like an ounce of concealer under my eyes. I mean, it looks pretty good, but dang, I'm glowy. So I will always put down in the description box which things I bought myself and which things I got in PR. And I did buy this concealer myself. The foundation was sent to me as PR, and the powders by Huda Beauty also sent to me as PR. So I have the pound cake. This packaging, I don't know how I feel about it because it has very sharp edges, and that's not usually how more high-end packaging is, but it's like it's like a slight see-through black. How do I open this without breaking a nail? Yeah, because I can see through it. Do you see? It's like a, yeah, you see there. It's like a transparent black. It's just that the edges are pretty sharp. So this is pound cake. And they say that, like, you know, the powder you know and love, but now in a pressed formula. But it is not the same powder, because the Huda Beauty loose powder still has talc in it, but this one is talc-free. Something to keep in mind. It is also unscented, if that is important to you. Oh, and did I not get a poof? I did get a poof. So usually I use the SoCinched Beauty poof, of course. It's my brand and I love my poof, but I want to try the one out from this brand. Oh, and it comes in one of those little cases where you can bring it with you. Because of course, I love putting a powder like this in my purse. And this one has like a little travel case. You know what? That's a pretty nice poof. I do like when they come to an end. So let's see. I'm gonna put some powder on the poof and work it in a little bit. This one is a little bit thicker than I like. I sometimes feel when they get that thick that it's almost like not helping. Okay, let's start on one side. And let's set my T-zone around. I mean, you can clearly see the difference. Clearly is a big difference. It's actually very impressive. That's a cool side by side with the powder, without the powder. And I like how it set down the concealer too. Of course, I mean, normally I don't like using a new concealer with a new powder, but of course I'm going to be using this powder with concealers that I know and love, and I'm going to be using that concealer with powders I know and love too, so we can give a final verdict, because I always come back and give you my final thoughts at the end. It doesn't feel super dry, which lends me to think that this is probably better for the under eyes than maybe my entire face. So I might use my normal Glam Light powder on my face, because she's buttery. Okay. I look like I'm supposed to go into the oven for the second round, okay? This is an energy drink, but honestly, the way my skin is looking, I wish this was a cocktail. Okay, so I did a little powder all over my face. I used the Glam Light one because I was very, not even glowy, I was greasy. And now I feel like it's looking a little bit more like a natural finish. Hopefully, I mean, we're gonna see. I didn't use gel, I'm gonna use the Patrick Ta Brow Gel. Now we're actually gonna see how is this very glowy skin tint stick gonna hold up on my skin during a freaking house party with lots of people? Is like powder gonna be enough for it to like stay put? Because I actually do like the finish of it, the coverage of it. I love that it's very easy to blend, and I love that it is like a light sheer coverage because I can see a lot of my stuff through. I actually like that. If you've been here on my channel for a while, you know that my style when it comes to makeup for the longest time has been clean girl makeup when it comes to like my complexion, and then just an absolute happy clown the rest of my makeup. And I feel like this could be a good day for that. Okay, let's try the Rare Beauty bronzer, because I actually bought this myself and then I got sent the PR package, but the shades that they sent me in the PR package is not the shade that I picked out for myself, which is very interesting. So I picked out Sun Blaze because look at how yellow this is. And if you know anything about me, it is that I have a very yellow undertone. This is not the brush I'm looking for. Looking for this one. I'm gonna do an F05. I think this is the second shade. And also right now, I don't have any tan whatsoever. So like a light medium is a good one for me right now. But honestly, the reason why I picked this one, it's only because of the yellow undertone. It is such a yellow undertone and I'm just so intrigued. That is way more pigmented than I thought it was gonna be, but it's pretty easy to blend out. Hairline and forehead, a little bit on my nose, and a little bit down here to tie it together. A little bit too pigmented for my liking, but that could be a good thing for a lot of people because I have realized that a lot of the bronzers that I have been loving lately, other people have been hating because they're like, where's the pigment? So I clearly am in my sheer blush era, but I gotta say that looks really beautiful. So this is without and this is with, and I think it looks really cute. Packaging is really heavy as well, and I didn't put this one off for the mirror, but it's actually really nice packaging. Kind of impressed with that one. I am so intrigued. So I actually went to Ulta to buy this one in store. So this is the Tarte Macaron Glow and Blush and Glow. This packaging, so cute. So I went to Ulta to buy this one in store. Oh, it's so pretty on the inside. It's actually too crazy. And all the shades were sold out. Like, that is the most incredibly pretty thing I've seen in a long time. It is clearly a baked highlighter blush hybrid, and then there is a cream blush that it doesn't have any shimmer. It just looks delicious. And then there is this fold. You can see this one folds on both sides so you can protect whatever you're not using. Honestly, the packaging is cute. The colors were so cute. I got the color Honey Blossom because I wanted to get something a little bit different. Picks up stunning on a brush. Oh, that is way more pigmented than I thought. I will say Tarte has a really good cream blush formula. I've tried it before. I'm guessing this will be a similar one. Everybody is like, oh my god, we're going into more subtle blush. I am like this season entering my blush blindness era, and I'm so excited about a lot of blush. I mean, I just released blushes with my own brand. I'm not over blushes. I just love a good visible blush. Okay, this actually looks really cute. Blended really nicely on the skin and looks really nice. Not greasy, not oily, just glowy and healthy. Not sticky. Okay, but the other one is a powder, so I mean, I can just, oh, look at that. I mean, that looks so good. I think I might use this with my F06 blush brush. And I'm just gonna, is this gonna be too much? Oh. Okay, so that's pretty, oh my gosh. Okay, Tarte. Okay, I'm starting to understand why this one was sold out in every color. because I really like that. I actually really, really like that. And now I'm like, oh dang, that's pretty. I mean, this is not a subtle glow. I mean, this is a glow, but I'm going in with way too much. Stop me, stop me, stop me. Oh my God, I wanted to use the new highlighter by Kosas as well, but like, I don't think I need, I mean, how am I supposed to be able to like even top this with that? Where's my little powder blush? Or like brush? I'm just gonna blend the edges. I always do this. I like buff the edges of my blush with a powder brush. That's pretty. I say as I toss things across the room. So I bought the Kosas Shiny Object Wet Glisten Powder Highlighter, and I got it in the pink one, which is rose gold. And again, I like the packaging. It looks really cute. This formula looks, again, it looks like a formula that I would like. Let's see what this is. Oh, that's cute. Oh, I really like that. I mean, it's less sparkly than this. I don't know if I'm gonna put that on now though. Ooh, that's beautiful because it has a little bit of a base. Again, I'm so into these highlighters with a little bit of base. I'm not gonna put it on top of this, but that seems very promising. I cannot wait to use that on my cheeks. Okay, before we get into the eyeshadow, because I want to combine two palettes together. Oh, and should we do a lip maybe? We should do a lip as well. So I tried the Prada Infusion de Santal Chai because I was hoping that this was going to be like chai tea, and I love a spicy fragrance and I love tea leaves. And this one, it is spicy, but it is first and foremost a flowery fragrance. So if you were hoping for something that was maybe a little bit more experimental, maybe a little bit more out there, maybe a little bit more spice forward, this isn't that. This is florals with a little bit of chai spice in the background. Nothing wrong with it. It smells delightful. But if you were looking for chai tea, I have to say that the Marseille Nuit Parisienne, this is, oh, so good. This is very sexy chai tea spices. It is spice forward and you can definitely smell the tea leaves in here. This is definitely a spicy fragrance. It is not a floral fragrance that is trying to be spice. This is a spicy fragrance. It is my date night fragrance. I think it's absolutely wonderful. Highly recommend it. So if you were thinking about a chai spice fragrance, maybe you smelled this one in store and you're like, this is not enough. Definitely check out this one. I will leave a link to it down below. I've mentioned it quite a few times as a favorite. I'm gonna do a little bit of a primer stick. I'm still using the Sigma Ignite, and I'm actually gonna do, because I wanted to do a second look with the Nomad La Paris. Is it La Paris? No, Paris La Bohème. So I have already done a look with this palette, and I did one with this side, and I kind of want to do one that's a little bit more, I don't know exactly. I think I'm gonna use this one. And I think I'm gonna use this one, and I'm still gonna deepen it up with this one. But then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna do a very bright lower lash line. And I kind of want to use the purples, just the purple mattes from the new Succulent Dew. This is the new palette from my brand SoCinched Beauty. We just came up with this one. So I kind of want to use these together because I want to do like a contrasty lower lash line with like a grungy, darker upper. So that's what I was thinking. But let me start with the eye primer first. I'm gonna start with Destiny, and I am gonna put this in my crease. Ooh, yeah, I think this will be perfect. I think I'm just gonna put this in the entirety of the crease, and I'm gonna blend it upwards, and then we're gonna use that dark purple and just deepen up the outer corner. I have an idea. I have a plan of what I want to do, and I think it's going to be awesome. Or maybe it will end up being frightening. If so, we'll just turn all the lights down. You know, it's a party. It can be dark. Okay, so this is the shade Paris, And I am just gonna be blending that out here. Since this is a dark purple, I'm gonna be blending this on top of a warm green. So clearly it's gonna behave more like a dark brown, honestly. But if I like pack it on and then blend it, oh, see, we got a little bit of aubergine plum there. Yeah, I'm gonna blend it out just a little bit in the outer corner, not too much. I'm not gonna carry it in here, for example. I'm just gonna try and be smart about it. Blending a little bit more of the green on top, just to like soften this up a bit. I don't care about this part because we're gonna put a shimmer there, so nobody cares about that. But I do think that this looks good. Let me actually see if I can put the shimmer on straight away, just so we can see how it looks together. This is called Poverty, which is an interesting shade name. I'm sure there is a backstory to that with the bohemian theme in Paris. And I'm gonna spritz that. And I'm putting that... When I swatched this one, I was so impressed with how fun the shift was, because it was like almost like a golden peach to like a green to, yeah, it just had a lot of different undertones of greens and golds, and like it went from like bright to more warm. It was just a lot of different fun undertones. You can see here the bright green, and then you have the almost like lime green gold, and then there's like a peach flip at the end as well. It was just very, very pretty and flattering. And adding a little bit more purple out here, and then let me do the same on the other eye. Okay, so this is the eye look, and it's looking really good, but we have some creasing. I think you can see. I mean, the wrinkles, we can't do much about. I can't get rid of my wrinkles. But the creasing, which is what happens in the wrinkles, that I don't love. You can see there's creasing here. So is that the powder? Is that the concealer? Is it a combo of the two? Well, I won't know that until I try it out more, of course. But I have a sneaking suspicion that it is the concealer being too creamy. Okay, so we are gonna go into the Succulent Dew. I'm gonna be using these three purples here, the mattes, and I'm gonna use an eye pen first. This one is by Hum Van Gogh in, I don't know, I can't read. It's red text on red. I am way too old to read something like that. So I'm gonna do that one. I will put all the details in the description box. And I'm gonna do that a little bit under my eyes too. Okay, I think I'm gonna start with doing one eye first. This is Opalina, which is a super dark one. And I'm just gonna be like setting this smudge with the Opalina shade. And then I'm gonna go in with a pencil brush, and I'm gonna do Spiderwort. And I'm gonna put that basically on and underneath, because I want it to feel purple, but I also wanted the depth there. And then on the edge, we're gonna do the light periwinkle, which is Rabiera, and we are gonna do that on the lower part. Again, I want this to feel very purple. I think this is gonna be such a cool combo. And I'm gonna go back in with Opalina just a little bit, again, to deepen up the edge. But yeah, this is looking really cool. Okay, I put on a little bit of a half lash. Love these, so cute. I think it's looking really cute. As you can see, I'm starting to get a little glowy again, and I don't know, again, is this because the powder is not enough, or is it because the stick is just not gonna let my keep me matte regardless of the powder? Like, I won't know until I do different like combinations basically. But I'm gonna add just a little bit more of the Glam Light powder in just my T-zone, just to keep this like oils at bay and keep this stick from like not just ruining my entire evening. Everything is looking really cute. Let's do a lippy, and I think we're done. So I actually have some options for lippies. I have the new Cloud Whips from Colourpop. I also have the new lip balm by NARS, the Afterglow lip balm. I have one of the shades here. And then I have, where is it? It's the new lip balm by Rare as well that I did purchase myself. And then it is the ColourPop, the sparkly, the Princess Gloss. The one I have here is the Belle one. So I wish I could ask you like, oh, which ones should I do? I'm very curious about the whips, but I'm also so curious about the Rare Beauty one. I mean, this is the one that I bought myself because I was like, I really want to try this. If you didn't know, one of my absolute favorite lip formulas is actually a tinted lip balm in a stick that is not one of those sticks that are like super goopy. Yeah, and this one I can take it up and I can take it down, which usually means that it is not as like goopy and crazy as some of those other ones are. I think I'm gonna do Brace and Birch. This is the lip liner from my own brand, SoCinched Beauty. We have 9 different colors and you can buy them separately or you can build your own bundle where you get to pick the 3 shades that you want to try. And we have the same with the blushes as well. That is looking really cute. So I bought the color Friendly, which is the one that is described as like more of a nude shade. It smells a little like butterscotch. Oh, that's pretty. You can definitely tell. Let me see if I can get it up a little bit more. You can definitely tell that it is a color because there's nothing on my lower lip. And then the brown one is on my top lip. I don't know if I love the applicator. I don't know if I have big enough lips for a big tinted lip balm like this. I think my lips are just too slim for that, but you can definitely see that there is a bit of color. Nice shine, feels beautiful. Okay, I actually really like that. Very buttery and smooth on the lips, but not being goopy. Feels beautiful. No flavor. 2 thumbs up. Okay, let's zoom out. Maybe I should put some texture spray in my hair. But that is the look. Cute, huh? Okay, I added a little bit of texture spray. If you're wondering which one I'm using, I am using the one from K18. I actually brought out the Galactic Visitor because I thought, why don't we do... Let me clean this off. Why don't we do a little bit of the pale yellow? Because I think that one actually will be a little bit of a good inner corner highlight. Because it's like a vanilla pale yellow. And I think that's just going to tie it in very well. Oh my god, it is so dark outside. I feel like the lighting is like casting all kinds of weird shadows. Like, what is this shadow here? Better? A little bit. It is like dark outside. I guess that means a guest is coming, but I'm ready. I'm ready for my birthday party. I will say, I think the thing that I like the most actually is the Tarte blush. I really do like the lip balm too. It really feels amazing, but this blush... You tell the postman that we absolutely did not order anything and they should just return it because they don't live here? Did you tell him? Did you tell him? You're so sweet. Oh my god. She was like howling downstairs and I was like, babe, it's too much. It's too much. But I really love the blush. Of course, I really love the eyeshadows because I've already tried them. I mean, one of them I made, but I also already knew that I really enjoyed the Nomad one. But I really think that this is a cool combo. Overall, I'm very happy with what I'm wearing, but this skin tint, concealer, and powder, I don't think they're meant to play together, and I am fearful for how the wear test is going to be. But I will catch you up on that one at a later time. I always get back to you, letting you know which products worked out for me and which ones did not. Thank you so much, Halara, for coming back and sponsoring another video on my channel. I'm such a big Halara fan. I'm wearing, as you can see, the bodysuit. I'm gonna be wearing this to my birthday party today because why not? I look so cute in this one. So I hope you're having an absolutely amazing day and I'll see you soon again in a new video.